So, make the screen. Identity. Hopefully. Hey, hold up, y'all. Right on time. I knew this is. So, going right there. So, we get started. Here we go. Stop. Easy. Ready? Yeah. Shalom, shalom, y'all from Allah, Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once we get out here, pops out down for Babylon the Great. First things first, head to the east. We all praise glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash, which is Pedro Hebrew tongues, created as their Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to apostles, elders, and great millstone. And shalom to sister brothers living this truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying, show themselves approved. Shalom. I come to talk to you today, y'all, about what's going on. We got two different realities that's going on right now. You know, you got the truth, and then you got the lie. The majority of Israelites are still caught up in the lie, still caught up in distractions. They're still caught up in what I call a false reality that's being painted and created by Esau Edom, aka the white man. You know, he has Jake caught up in that, in that circus. As far as the believers, we don't operate in that anymore. We're like in a whole different world. You get to like John, where it talks about, his people are not of this world, but we're in the world. You get a good understanding that when you look at what's really going on right here. When I'm talking about this false reality, it's set in folly, it's set in wickedness. It's Esau's society, as I'm gonna put it, because it's based on what he wants. And when you know the Bible, say if you read the Bible, especially like the Law of Moses, the first couple of books, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, when you learn what the Most High like, you understand the society, American society, Babylonian society, is against everything that's in the Bible, which they push out in the whole world. That's that new wine that Esau uses to, defile and manipulate the children of Israel. For example, you got Folly setting great dignity, which I'm going to pull it out. Then we're going to get into it. Pull it out. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Now, a lot of people read that, the eye, like, how can the rich sit in a low place? And they don't understand that. They like, how is folly set in great dignity? Folly means foolishness. When you look at, like Charleston White said in a podcast long ago, when you look at everything the black culture puts out as trash, it's a reason for that. The reason for that is because of what Esau Edom has put on our culture. Because, like, for instance, like, you don't know who you are. You say you black, African American. None of those things are what you are. That's what Esau puts on you. And then since he puts it on you, he says, okay, the woman needs to be ratchet. The man needs to be a real nigga. Go out, sell drugs, gang bang, mess with your fellow man's woman. For the woman, get you a BBL, act ratchet, talk crazy, spend all your man's money up, and it's be a fool. Like, if you be a fool, Esau will pay you for that, man. You, like, look no further than your Megan the Man, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and they got new ones. Suki Hana, what's her name? Sexy Red. There's the BET Awards acting super ratchet. Everything. And it's getting worse. Why? Because we're at the end. So Esau wants the children of Israel to be like fools, man. So when we say folly, set great dignity, that's them. They on TV. They got millions of dollars. So now they're the default standard of what it means to be a black person. Now Easy look at us like, why you ain't got your fingernails painted? Drake get his fingernails painted. That's a real man. Snoop did it.
Why you not wearing a purse?
Yeah, real men rock purses. Where the Dolce & Gabbana at? Where your Prada at?
NBA young boy got his fingernails painted. He over here shooting guns. Why you ain't doing that?
Because she said real niggas get their nails painted. Real niggas bend over for their homeboys. Real niggas get their homeboy's head. That's not they'll hit you with some alphabet agenda stuff. Oh, they say that's bad, but that's really not bad. It's okay to do that. You're experiencing your sexuality. You know, quit being closed-minded. They'll hit you with that. Why? Because the famous men do that. So the famous men are doing that. They're now the standard. So if you are a righteous man, you know, you working a regular 9 to 5, getting by paycheck to paycheck, she'll look down on you as you're nothing. You're lame. You got stability. You boring. You whack. You know what I'm saying? I want a dude that got the bag, busting his guns, smoke water, do Tony. She want a man like that. Those are real niggas. And that's the standard now. And then you look on the flip side for the woman. They got them degenerate niggas. They want a chick, hey, chick ain't got a BBL, I don't want her. She need a big old, you know, disproportionate butt, disproportionate chest. She need like 2 inches of makeup on her face. She gotta wear a wig, you know, long witch nails, and just talk crazy to you. And that's like they was call it bad and bougie. Yeah. I need me bad and bougie. You know that song with what's that Migos?
Yeah,
that's the standard now. You know, it's so bad now that Eve, like, they'll spend all their little money to go get a BBL. They dying because they can't get the BBLs that the rich women get. They're going to Mexico to get cut up. You know what I'm saying? Dominican Republic, they're getting all kind of diseases because the doctor, you know, he just a little backyard witch doctor. Like, oh yeah, I put something in your backside. You know, he ain't even certified. This is his first cert. He cutting on stuff that he cutting on.
It's so crazy to me.
Yeah, he pumping up. Probably some chicken fat.
Like I remember seeing an article where one of them women got a BBL, and she didn't know that the person that cut her up and gave her fake breast or whatever, he stole her kid. You know, they got shit going on like that.
See, you know what I'm saying? For what? For some vainglory, to be on Instagram to get more likes. That's foolishness, man. At a high level, man. And like all the Eves that's in the world, they're clout chasing. You know, you look at Zion and his little mess. You know, mess with these hoes. They just want to get an Israelite man with a lot of money and then clown him and degrade him so they can like leapfrog over him and be like, I'm the stuff. Right. He ain't nothing. He's simple. Look, he sent me $1.2 million. He's garbage. He whack. His stuff is little. You know, so you want to clown him, you know? That's when I'm looking at these little rich Jakes like, why y'all still mess with these wicked Eves, man? Like Brittany Renner, Superhead. Yeah. I be looking like Amber Rose. Like, what you think you different? She done already depleted this dude's funds, clowned him, and then you gonna go over there and be next. What the? I'm like, that's what she's known for. You know, Kim Kardashian. I'm like, who want to keep recycling these hoes?
With that Brittany Renner shit, that's crazy about her because she actually said Superhead was her role model. And so right off top, that to tell you right off top, like she gonna that's who she gonna be like. She ain't gonna be no wife material. So you got a woman that's saying Superhead is her role model. That's not wife material. You know, that means she want to be a hoe just like her.
And Jake's messing with her, man. And all she's gonna do is clown. She even said that's the woman that said if you want to get a quick check, mess with an athlete. They're very dumb.
Yep.
So as an athlete, I feel like, man, you proving her right. You stupid if you gonna mess with her next. She already said you a fool, you dumb. Then like for your word, you gonna pay her $50,000, $60,000, and all she gonna do is clown you. Put all your dirt, your text messages all on, Instagram Live, Facebook, whatever. Like this nigga whack. Look what he said. He sent me flowers. You a lame nigga. And I'm just looking at Jake like, man, y'all stupid, man. 2/3 is real dumb. And it's just foolishness, man. It's just repeating itself. And so at some point, you got to look like, that's why you got to thank God for the hopeful elect. If you look at the hopeful elect, you see royalty, man. It's totally different. It's like two different worlds right there. Like, we doing something totally different what the world is doing. Now, when you come in this truth, it ain't going to be glamorous. You're not going to be put on the beast. I'm not going to put you on a platform. You're not going to give you millions of dollars. None of that. Anything you're going to get clowned. Them is a hate group. They hate white people. They no good. They gonna call us bums. Right. They just mad because they broke. And we over here winning, we rich.
And that's why that preacher said, "Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich is low place." You know, we represent the rich right there. But we're the poor who basically speaking wisdom. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah, man. That's the rich. Just like I just mentioned earlier, is that anybody, somebody like us. Since we don't follow that agenda, they gonna look at it. They look down upon us. Since we don't wear, paint our fingernails, wear heels, they look down upon us, man. And so you should be happy and feel blessed that you're not a part of this wicked ass kingdom, man. This society, man. Because just like Micah said, right? Rise ye in the park. This is not your rest. It is polluted, and it shall destroy you. If you go along with this society, you will be destroyed, man, right along with it.
I got a quick one real quick. This is Proverbs 16 and 19. It says, "It is better to be of the lowly spirit with the poor than to divide the spoils with the proud."
Man,
It says, "Better to live humbly with the poor than to spread plunder with the proud."
man. Hey, that's beautiful right there, because he said it's better to live humbly with the poor. You actually have peace living with the poor, man. You know, you actually have comfort in knowing that the people around you is not going to try to get over on you. You know, that's the beautiful thing right there, man. You know, so it's better to live that way than to live with a bunch of degenerate that's always trying to look to, steal shit from you. They trying to look for just like the I just mentioned with Brittany Randall. You fuck with her, she gonna throw your business out. You got to worry about that when you're dealing with people like that, man. You know, that's a beautiful precept right there, right? It's better to live with the poor than to, deal with these rich ass people out here.
But except on that point, that's gonna manifest itself during Jacob's trouble. You know, when Esau's society started to crumble and judgment started coming out, everybody gonna try to run over to the righteous fence, and that happens. You know, and that's what a lot of people gonna get rejected. Nah, what they say, keep that same energy, stay on that side.
Right.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna break down. Like you was clipped up with the wicked, trying to chase the bag, be in the world. This world's about to fade away. It's about to, I mean, you see it crumbling now. The dollar about to go away. So once that happens, everybody gonna be like, oh, dude, you said was whack and lame. Those are the real men. That's when that Isaiah 4 and 1 gonna kick in. Then the Israelite man gonna have his pick of the choice. Like, man, I ain't dealing with you. Nah, man, you can have about 50 different rods in you.
I got a quick one real quick since you said that. This is Proverbs 29 and 23. It said, "Pride bringeth a person low." Like, and just like the brother said, hey, when that time comes, hey, you was in your pride at one point in time, but now you see that your whole world is crumbling up under you. It's gonna bring you low. Now you're gonna be chasing after someone who was lowly, because this is the second half of this precept. It said, "Pride bringeth a person low, but the lowly in spirit gaineth honor." So, hey, man, as soon as your kingdom crumble and you've been proud with your kingdom, you're gonna be looking for those lowly people, because we're gonna have that honor on us. We're gonna have that stability, that thing on us. You like, damn, there's something about that brother right there, man. And I need to get what he got, because I'm losing it. I'm bugging out. Yeah. You got it up.
All right, quick one, just to back you up right there. This is Isaiah 13 and 12. And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man, even a man being the golden wares of Ophir. You see that? And so that right there is talking about the poor man is gonna become that honor. He's gonna become like gold. He's gonna become better than gold than that time when America started to see his downfall.
Yeah, I got one. And this is Job 15 and 31. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. Meaning that all of these sisters that's getting all of these surgeries to get attention, and Jacob's trouble, that same attention that she's getting now is going to be her downfall.
Hey, and you know what's great?
Right.
And well, to elaborate even further on that point right there, because you got all those women that gonna try to come out for the lowly, and let's say a woman with BBL trying to come out for a lowly man, he ain't gonna want to deal with her, because if he get her pregnant, that woman ain't gonna be able to breastfeed that baby.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? Because she done already got it cut out through the BBL, so that's why that's gonna be her downfall, because she went along with the whole world, thinking that it's going to benefit her in the end, but really it destroyed her.
You chasing that vainglory, but that precept hit real hard.
Right.
She chased the vanity, and it was for nothing. And the real thing she cut out because she didn't know it was the real thing.
Yeah.
Because the world doesn't value nothing real. The world values everything that's fake. Because it's like Esau. And plus brothers ain't gonna want chicks with BBL. This stuff look ugly to me. I'm like, what happened to working out? Nobody want no fake plastic stuff. So that right there gonna get you disqualified off tops. Because then it shows your vanity. It's like a badge of honor in that day. You're going to see the BBL like, oh, hell, you done mutilated yourself. Somebody want you, man. Hey, you better make it. Hey, go to Esau to save you. That's who you look for from the gate. And like I said, man, it's going to go to their disadvantage and say they doing all this stuff to make themselves look better. These little UN troops, they going to see that chick too. Like, hey, man, I want that chick right there. Bring over for the squad. Then she going to wish she wouldn't have got that. Like, damn, I wish I was being humble and lowly. Now it don't look so good to look good. Now I'm like on the menu for all these foreign dudes, and that's how it's gonna roll out, man. He was like, man, go get that big right there, that big old thing right there, man. I want to see if I can pop it.
looking voluptuous over there.
Yeah. So it was all for vanity, man, all for nothing. And it's going to go against her as you go to the end times. Because first of all, hopefully Lake man ain't going to want you.
Right.
Only the wicked, degenerate man is going to want you. And then you ain't going to be able to decide, like, I don't want to mess with you. Like, right now, women are riding in the carousel, and the minute the carousel going to ride them. By them UN troops. You know, they going to be, hey, it's my turn. I'm getting a turn. They all going to be about, like, might be 50 men lined up. You know, the whole squad about to get it. You know, they go out, lock some others up, come back right back to her. She's strapped with her legs open. I said, things about to get crucial out here, man.
I got a quick precept on that because you said America, aka Babylon the Great. When I mentioned America, aka Babylon the Great, did not value the truth. This is Nahum 3:1. And it says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. And it says, the prey departed not. You see, and that's the society in America, aka Babylon the Great. Their foundation is based on lies. You see that? And that's why it don't value the truth. And so, how about you outside said, woe into that city. So that city that's all full of lies and robbery is about to lead right down to that destruction.
Got a quick one to back you up. This is Isaiah 5:20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Beautiful right there. He said that's everything upside down right there. And so everything about to be turned right side up. You know, and the righteous is gonna be exalted when it's time comes. You see that?
It said, woe unto them that put call evil good and good evil. So hey man, it's gonna be a time to that when your folly run out, that you was calling good, that was really evil. Hey, it's gonna be woe unto you, and woe means bad times, evil, hey, destruction, man.
Sorrow, like you gonna be feeling that sorrow and pain and hurt.
And it's coming soon.
Oh yeah, that's when your house about you outside said go call on your guys who you called on. You know, that's what he gonna say to you. He ain't gonna come. He gonna turn his back on you, especially if you a Hebrew Israelite.
Two sides to a coin. I've got this right here. This is Isaiah 65:8. Thus says the Lord, as a new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So I'll do for my servants' sakes, that I may not destroy them all. So the hope elect are gonna get that, that divine protection. They're gonna get that salvation through Yahweh Shah. Why? Because that's that new wine in there, that righteous wine. That's the ones that got the testimony of Yahweh Shah. That's the ones that keep the commandments. Those are the ones coming back into their royalty. Those are the ones that know they Hebrew Israelites, and they're doing like Hebrew Israelites, following laws and commandments. Those right there, the Lord gonna use that to dictate and set up the whole kingdom based off of those men and those righteous women and children that get salvation as well. So you got the majority of Israel gonna get destroyed on this side, but then there's gonna be a small group, like you said, a cluster that's gonna get salvation, man. And that's how we are all trying to, make ourselves fit to be a part of the hope we elect. That's why scripture say, put on therefore like the elect. If you want to be saved, you want to get that salvation, man, you got to do what the Lord said do. You got to get right. You can't get out there chase the back bills of the world, then think you're going to holler on Jesus to be saved. It don't work like that. But saying Jesus is the wrong name anyway. That ain't even his name. That's what the world mostly calls on. They say that's because they haven't went through Isaiah 1 and 3. They have not considered who they are yet. They ain't sat down. That's why Esau got some distractions running right now. He wants to keep Jake constantly bombarded with distractions and look over here, look at this, look at that, to where they can't never sit down quiet and reflect on who am I? Where did I come from? What am I supposed to do here? Why am I here? They never ask those big questions. If you ask those big questions, it takes you down a rabbit hole of discovery, which is the first thing, that's like your light coming on. And like to do that, you got to be holy. You got to separate from the world. If you run around the world, run around a bunch of, ratchet females or a bunch of rowdy niggas, they ain't about slowing down. They got ADD or something. They got to constantly move over here, go get that, do this, do that. I noticed when I was younger, man, them niggas like that, they never slow down. They always got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that. So you never get time to reflect.
And you got to tell who they are too, because that's why they got them rings around their eyes, because they restless. A lot of people that run around like that, they're very restless. If you really think about it, man, they don't take they barely sleep.
That's another thing. Bad to them. They say sleep is bad. They sleep like I used to get into it with young dudes. They be all like, yeah, Tay over there sleeping. Tay like, yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm supposed to, man. You don't get the fuck away from me, man. You know, they act like sleep is bad. You know, I'm looking at my brother all in the home. They like, you going to sleep? I'm like, man, you need sleep. Y'all need to go to sleep, man. So I'll say that's right, because they feel like sleep is bad. And they got to always, like, go from one mischief to the next mischief. And they never sit down and think about it. They don't even think. I noticed the 2/3 is all about instincts. Whatever they feel, whatever feels right, it's like they chasing their emotions. Now, women, they naturally do that. But as a man, that is not a good way of living, man. You're going to be destroyed being like that. Because as a man, you're supposed to be able to sit down, reflect, and have some reason and some thought process. Yeah, you need to sit down and think about that. It ain't about just your emotions and running off. I feel like this. I'm going to do this because it feels good. I'm going to go do now. You need to sit down and think about something, man. Think about why the world roll the way it do. Why is it operate like that? Why is your people at the bottom? Why they got to sell out to get to the top? You know? Think about what happened in slavery. What were people doing for slavery? Think about some stuff. That's one thing. Like, Eve doesn't like a thinking man. I noticed that too. Like, if you think, hey, are you a nerd? Are you a smart nigga? Are you read? Oh, this nigga's a nerd. This nigga a nerd. I can't mess with this nigga. I gotta go get me a real nigga. Where little Ray at? Little 4-7 at?
You got straight A's, nigga?
Yeah, that's whack to them, man. They don't know nothing about reading, no reflection, no deep thought. You can't have a deep conversation with no 2/3, especially a woman. There ain't nothing swirling around in there. It's a bunch of makeup, Instagram likes.
Man, you say one thing deep to them, it'll go completely over their head. They ain't gonna even know. They ain't gonna be able to comprehend what you're trying to tell them.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like they ain't got nothing going, man. You know, 2/3 dude ain't hardly got nothing going either though. But they ain't as bad as I know. Eve is like, golly, like they are totally filled with Babylon programming. That's all that's in there. Get likes, get some good food, jump on a ride, repeat, look up who got the most likes, who's popular, repeat, do that again. Get some makeup. What's the latest fashion? They chase the world. I noticed, yeah, you look into an Eve's mind, right, you see nothing but the world. Straight worldly programming. You know, nothing of you know what I'm saying, most of them. You got some Eves that's getting back right. But most Eves is straight worldly programming. Like you don't see nothing of no abstract thought. No, have you even read a book, Heifer, in your life since you got grown? Like there's nothing, no financial, nothing.
Do you own a book? Do you at least got a little
There's nothing there. Like you ever wonder why they keep gunning us down? The police keep gunning us down for and how did nothing happen? Like, damn, you ever sit down to think about anything? You know, you talk to them, they just blab out about worldly stuff. And like I said, you bring some spiritual, it's like a malfunction or something. They'll look at you crazy, they go back into, what you think I should get my nails done? Would this color weave look good like this? What you think on me? Like, god damn, I can't chill with you like that, man.
Back you like, is anybody home in there? Really, you knocking on the door, is anybody there?
Man,
it's completely dark in there, man, in their mind.
Ooh, you say that's scripture, that's scripture right there. Hey, they dwell in darkness, man. And they like it. So you come with some light, man, they look at you like, man, something wrong. It's kind of like when somebody in the dark, you flip the light on, and they get angry, turn that light on like a vampire or something, man. So they like, we got light in us, man. We got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah. And your average Eve, your average Israel, I would say, period, man and woman, they don't want to receive that light. They don't like it. They like what Esau prescribed. Esau make it easy. Because Esau, he feeds their lust, they flesh. Esau go for the flesh. And then they got used to that. So that's how they operate. So when you bring out anything like, you know, spirituality, man, they ain't rolling with that. Back on, y'all back. They ain't rolling with that, man. And I said, I done got it real, like, as you get, like, when you long in this truth, you start realizing who's getting truth to and who not. You start getting, like, wise about that. Like, you'll hear Jake out, and if everything he's talking about is worldly, you don't need to bring him no spirituality telling me a Hebrew Israelite. Man, he gonna become an enemy, man. No, we all God's children. And now you're gonna be clashing. You know, so I'm at the point now, like, you kind of, like, everybody in their lots, really. You really think about it. You know, we might have some come in, you know, last minute, but mostly everybody's in their lots right now. You can tell that by their ways. You can tell by, you know, what they talk about. Are they having an upright conversation? No, man. They talk about, man, Chris Paul just went to Golden State, man. What they gonna do? Hey man, little Ray got a bag over there, man. Hey, he weak, man. We can take his bag, and I can sell that stuff. I deserve it. I run the 4-7 block, not him. You know what I'm saying? You gonna double up with me so you can sell this work? You know what I'm saying? That man, Jake can have you all in some straight business, man.
I got it right here. This I'm gonna read Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10, and it says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in power of His might, in the power of His might." And it says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." You see that? And that point right there, he said, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High," and that whole armor is basically wisdom. All right, and so when you put on that armor, and then it says, so you be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The word wiles goes into strategy, the distraction of the devil. All right, and then it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." You see, and that's the society that we're living in right here. That's spiritual wickedness in high places. You see, you got people in the higher seat that actually practice witchcraft. You know, a lot of people don't know that. You know, those concerts, a lot of those celebrities, that's witchcraft going on in those concerts. See, that's spiritual wickedness in high places right there. And so when you put on this whole armor of Yahweh Shah, then you'll be able to see that, oh shit, that man wicked. And just like the doctor said right there, you can actually discern who is who you can actually give wisdom to. As the scripture said, Yahweh Shai even said, "Give not which is holy unto the dog." You see, when you go into that scripture, it actually telling you have to use discernment and tell who you can talk to about this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
It's not your pearls into the swine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one. This goes to show, like he was saying with Eve, how the hopeful elect, we work to mold ourselves into the image of the Most High. They mold themselves. They spend their time molding themselves in the image of Esau in the world.
Right.
And this is Romans 1:22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Verse 23, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to the corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts and creeping things.
And that's perfect. I like the precinct pool. What they did is, I noticed in America, intelligence is equated to how much money you got.
Right.
So say if this Jake got $50 million, even though he wicked and dumb as all outdoors, got Down syndrome, all that, they'll say he's smart because he sort of laced him up with $50 million.
Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly. He can't even read out loud.
And the real freeway Ricky Wall, they glorify him. That man couldn't even read.
Yeah, but they say he's smart though because he had money. He became famous. So in the world, he's made wise. Like they'll go to him. They'll rather get wisdom from him versus somebody that can understand the scriptures like us. They'll count us stupid.
Right.
They like, man, you living paycheck to paycheck. You ain't got no racks on racks. You dumb. I'm gonna go to Floyd. I want to be like Floyd. So that's that Folly said great dignity. And that's how Esau ruled right there. Like Jake don't know what is what no more. Jake is in a total state of confusion. The 2/3 are. Because they don't know what's reality, they don't know what's fake. So they gravitate to what's fake. That's real to them. Momo J got a lot of money. Even say that's a real man. Like Kevin Sanders built his whole podcast off there. Yeah. A high value man. Him a high value man is a man that got a lot of money. Really, that's not true. Right. And when society crashes, the women gonna learn that's not true. They like, shit, he was high value in the society, but once the society crashed, where is his real value at now?
That's why.
Because he got a lot of money don't mean he's high value, but in the world he is.
What's that in Proverbs where it said riches profit not in the day of wrath?
Yeah, I want to say 11:4.
Yeah, see that's exactly what he's talking about. But I got to go a quick precept right there that'll back you up. This is Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach, chapter 13, and verse 23. And he says, "When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They install it to the cloud. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him."
Ooh, that's true. That's so true, man. That's why the scriptures reign supreme right there. If you come loaded like we coming loaded like Yahweh Shai, they looking, man, we done had an Eve call the police on us. They don't want us out here doing this. They're like, I wish you shut up. You ruining my day with that. They tell I've been told what I'm saying is negativity. It's negative.
Hate speech.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, so the truth is negative. When the truth turn to negative because you don't like it, you know? So everything about to flip, it's about to reverse in a minute, man. The Lord is like, he's done with this place. He want righteousness to reign out. Right now, wickedness is reigning supreme. It's raining out big time now, so I feel like wickedness is at its peak. You know, you got kids calling themselves non-binary. You got alphabet agenda is like the almost trying to take over, like to be the number one, sexual lifestyle. You know, when I really think about it, that's why they banging, having wars. They talking about we're here, we're queer, we're coming to take your children. Yeah. I'm like, that's war declaration right there. Yep. You know, so it's about to be a war, man. And it's about to be a war of evil versus wickedness. And our Lord told us, hate the evil. So we don't like Esau's kingdom, man. We looking to be holy. We looking to get up out of here. We looking for the destruction of this place. It needs to be destroyed. It's Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. You know?
I got another quick one back to y'all. This is James chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High. Whosoever therefore be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Ooh, that's big. And see, Eve searches out men that's friends with the world. Men that got high status in the world. So she goes against that precept right there. Men too. You got a lot of Israelite men, they like groupies. They like, shit, Big Floyd, man. Floyd got the money. I'm go over here. Like I heard Tony Yayo say 50 Cent slapped him in front of a group of people because he didn't know what had been rolled up in the blunt, man. He talked like, I was happy for 50 for doing me like that. I'm rich because of him. Like, man, to me, it was like a big old dick riding session, how he said that. I'm like, hold up, man. What the?
That man violated you in front of everybody.
Yeah, so you doing that because you get paid? Like, what type of stuff is that, man? You got a lot of Israelite men are in that Tony Yayo spirit, man. They'll navigate to another Jake because he got a lot of money, a lot of status. I want like a female to be, man. I'm like, man, if you doing you like that, tell me what else he doing to you. He said, I was happy he did me like that. I don't know what was in it. Because of 50, I got a house. Because of 50, I got a car. Because of 50, I got a career. 50 is everything to me. Like, that's almost like his God. You know what I'm saying? And I heard 50 Cent say that. 50 Cent said, I'm God to these niggas. You know? Why? Because he got a lot of money. You know? And that's how Esau is to the wicked 2/3, man. They have no king but Caesar, man. They tell you, oh, you did a lesson on that. You like, don't be talking about the white man's downfall. The white man's downfall is your downfall. Like, fool, no, it ain't. No, we ain't connected to this wicked dude. We want this dude to go out the way. So that's two different realities right there. How that Jake talk and spake, I don't speak and think like that. I want Esau to go down. Right. You know, I'm over here, I'm like, Lord, please take him down now. He over here, don't be wishing for that. And then remember the Jakes who ride with him. Tell him, uncle. You tell him, yeah. You tell him again, old school. I'm like, man, all these niggas is whack, man. That's what Eve, she'll go for men like that because that's her mentality as well. I can't wish for the white man's downfall because that's my downfall. Because Eve got everything she got based on Esau. He gave her the liberty to gather a bride. She get to be the biggest rat she want to be. And then, like friends, we talking about that before we over the Kiki Palmer situation. Like, they'll talk bad about you if you try to tell your woman to be righteous and decent. That's bad. They'll blame you up. Let her be a rat. Let her be ratchet. She's liberated. She need to leave him. You know, so they promote ratchet lifestyle, which is why now we got like 15 ratchet female rappers now. I'm like, golly, they got first we growing up with this Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. Now it's like 20 of them suckers, man. It look like they bringing more in the gate. I'm like, man, so ain't no realness coming in at all. It's straight fake vanity, ratchetness coming through the floodgate, man. It's so bad that, you know, men got a higher level of intellect than women do. They going, I'm getting my passport. They going overseas, getting Filipinos and stuff like that, which I don't blame them. Now, me, myself, I'm a chariot, man. I'm waiting on the chariot. They don't know you bring that chick over here, she can get the foul too. But Jake's trying to find a solution.
Really, if they going to the next country, that's why, Micah 2:10, when he said, rise ye in the party, it's not literal. It's basically spiritually. Your mind got to be departed from this world. But if you going over there, you still going to face the same captivity that Esau Edom going to put on. Because he control the whole earth right now. And that's another thing Jake don't worry about. They don't think about either.
Got Middle Eastern women taking off their hijab and putting on, and they twerking. They make twerk videos too. I'm like, the Middle Eastern women making twerk videos. I'm like, yeah, we at the end. Yep. We at the end, man. Yeah. It's over with. Them was the ones used to have they couldn't even look they dude in the eyes. They got they little makeup kit on. Like, they twerking.
You go in Iran, they got that alphabet agenda over there in Iran and countries like that. Ukraine. They had I remember seeing a video where one of them Ukraine women bucking up to a soldier. All right, man, you know that's feminism. Yeah.
That's Esau though. I say that's all European countries run like that. The biggest war on the face of the planet is Edomite women.
Mhm.
So I'm surprised with Ukraine. That's them. But now what's surprised the Middle Eastern women doing that?
Yeah.
They usually in subjection. You know, Ishmael don't play that. Like they'll put their women to death if they Heifer, you trying to read and drive. You know, they don't play that. Ashley Foot don't play that either. That's why Esau now with a hard time over there trying to conquer Africa. They president starting to wake up like, hey man, we want no more agenda.
Right.
You got our women acting off. We not used to our women like you can't go to Africa. Like let an American woman. That's why the passport women having problems.
Yeah.
They going to Africa and Ashley Foot over there like, oh yeah. You don't talk to Mustafa Love like that. You look at that ground. Talk to me again like that. I smack the shit out of you. You know, they don't hey, they can't do that. They're like that. I can't do what men do. Like, I gotta act right when I go overseas to these other men. I can only do that here in America, Babylon. That's what they can. You can't do passport stuff. Heifer. They going to passports. They trying to get away from you. You can't do that.
Yeah,
no men want you, American woman. Babylonian woman.
And I seen comments in the section, man, you got some dude from London like, yeah, I don't want to fuck with them Western ass woman.
Nobody want no American woman. Like Esau Edom made the Babylonian American woman the worst woman on the face of the planet, man. She's ratchet to the highest level. She's nowhere near submissive. She'll talk noise to you. She looks to destroy you. Really, it'd be foolish to mess with, to like marry and be close with an American woman. I consider that foolishness right about now, especially if you're rich.
She got 100,000 bodies on her.
Exactly.
Like, she can't pair by.
So and then you got she's coming for the bag. She'll say sweet nothings in your ear. You get married. She's gonna divorce you because she want to get back on the carousel. And now she got the money to do it. I got $50 million. I'm gonna pay my little pool boy, big muscle dude, to come and do what I need to do with him. Thanks to I done took over dude's money. So like it really be foolish, man, to be serious with a Babylonian woman to be right about now. And like the worst ones that's like that is your Eve, man. Your 2/3 Eve. She is totally whacked out right now, man. Esau like, yeah, it be like that. You the woman. He basically throwing money at her like she a stripper. You think about all them getting the record contracts, getting these deals. That's Esau like her, man. Be ratchet, do all this. And then like when she get about 50, she start crying, realizing like, oh, he done played me. I ain't no strong, independent woman. I want a man. Can anybody want to be a man to me? Everybody like, nope. You know, she can't buy a man no more, man. He get the money, he gone. Like, if I don't want you either. You know, that's making, it's a whole new, that red pill movement. Hey, that mug is so big right now, even Edomite women hopping on the wave. Like, let me talk good stuff and say what men want. Give me a lot of views and likes. Like, it's the whole, when you look at YouTube, everybody got a podcast getting on the win. That red pill movement is like, hey, that's how I know as we get to the end. Now, it's like, it's changing. You got a lot of women now speaking that stuff, which I don't buy them, though. They comedians anyway, but they all speaking that good stuff now. Now they realize that. That's how you know Yahusha is winning. That's how you know that. Now they got to admit, like, yeah, we was wrong. Feminism tricked us. If anybody come clean this mess up, I got about 5 kids. My looks depleted. My BBL, I had to, take that stuff out, poison in my body. Can y'all please take me back? I do this, I do that. And dude's like, man, hey, man, I'm stick a fork in your butt. And that's why, hey, you righteous sisters out there that's doing right, man, you gonna shine. You gonna shine big time because you ahead of the game. So I'm pull this up right here. It's Jeremiah 2:21. Yeah, I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant, a strange vine unto me? That's 2/3, man. Y'all looking like, man, what the heck is non-binary? What the heck is this? I did not set out Israel to be like this. How y'all go from royalty to being straight garbage, trash, court jesters, and clowns? How did that happen? So Lord, like, I'm gonna just like rinse them all the way away. He only looking for royalty, man. And when you look at the royalty of our nation, you look at all these churches that's around these different cities, the sisters that's coming into righteousness, being quiet, logging on, not saying nothing. Hey, man, you see it, man, it's looking glorious, man. Like, you see that nation popping. That's how I know we're at the end, too. And now you see all the hope we let. You see your new rulers. You know, the Apostle Elders, Great Millstone on down, brothers teach that, you know, the same doctrine. You can see the nation coming back. You see the House of David popping up. And the House of David, hey, it's gold coming out of there, man. I done listened to a lot of good lessons like gold to me, man. I'm like, oh, man, hey, I hit it right there. Like, oh, man, that was straight good right there. Hey, good food. It's rejuvenating you. It's making it where the hopefully they can navigate the Bible great easy. Why? You know, I'm at work. I'm listening to lessons all day long. So all that little BS, it don't bother me, man. So no sway. I'm in a happy mood. I'm good. I'm seeing the monetary system of Babylon the Great going down. I'm seeing these jakes getting destroyed to 2/3, and everything is working. I'm like, yes, man. Yes, man. Get cooled down. Esau chemtrailing. They talking about global warming. Like, all these things is like good to me. I'm like, yes, man. The Lord is finally taking this place down. Then I see, you know, the royalty of our nation starting to show itself. You know, and that increases your faith. You're like, okay, I ain't in this thing by myself. There's other brothers and sisters in this truth too. You know, we all going through. We're not by ourselves, man. We get scattered, but we ain't by ourselves in this. So you see in the nation that you see the righteous nation totally different from the wicked nation. You know, you look at how the apostle elders do their Passover. It's totally different than these other groups and what the world is doing. A lot of us ain't out here in the clubs. We ain't out here partying like a rock star. We may be doing edifying lessons, feed the nation, edifying one another, talking to one another, building each other up through the spirit. You know, and the faith is increasing. You know, we all doing better, man. We doing things differently. You know, I look at like what I do now versus what I did 10 years ago. It's a big difference, man. We walking in the light. I now know who I am. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know it's what's required of me. I know what my power like. So now I'm not in a state of being lost no more. I'm not looking over here. Am I this? What am I supposed to be doing now? It's like now I know. So now we just waiting on the judgment to commence. We waiting on the prophecy to really take forward. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It puts you in a calm state of mind. That's why, what's that, Isaiah 33:6? Hey, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be the stability of thy times. Luke's prayer, brother. If I go get that. You know, hey, we stable. Hey, you look at 2/3, they're not stable, man. They panicking. I know every little thing that happened. When they look up in their phone, dude came to me at work, man. What's this about CBDC, man? They gonna make the currency be digital? No, man, I like cash, man. Can't be doing that, man. Dude went through a whole fit. I'm looking like, man, this dude ain't gonna make it, man. He going crazy off an arc. I'm looking at him like, they gonna make the cash digital. They don't give a damn what you like. They don't give a damn because you want cash. Who are you? You know, he had a nervous breakdown at the job. One day had a nervous breakdown because his lights wasn't coming on fast enough. His lights came on, they went off, and it just had him in a bad mood, man. Very bad mood. So the 2/3, man, being lost is gonna be very detrimental to their well-being, man. Especially when Esau, you know, really locks his place down, bring them UN troops. They're gonna run right to him. Real easy. They're gonna put a bill on. Come here. I got food, water, shelter. They're gonna go there. They're gonna shut the slamming doors on them. They're gonna say, hey, man, I gotta, sit in that chair. You gotta do this. They're like, dang, man, I paid taxes. I was a good nigga. This how you gonna do? I did everything you said do. And now you gonna sit me down and do me like this. He's something like, yep. Don't you know I've been trying to kill you? It's kind of like they were saying, like, what was they? The person that say that snake and the snake bit him. They're like, you knew I was a snake. You know, that's your fault. That's what Esau gonna tell him, like, shit, hey, man, I've been doing this to your people, your ancestors, and your people forever, so you should have been doing that. You stupid. So, man, stick out your arm so I can put this in you. That's your fault. And we're gonna be looking like it is your fault. I mean, they showed you they hate you. I mean, I could do a little bit of history. They never liked you.
I want to follow their program.
Exactly. You're gonna follow it to your death.
I got that Isaiah 33 and 6 I'll go ahead and read it. It's I'm gonna start at verse 5. This is Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 5. And it said, the Lord Yahweh Yahushua is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. Verse 6, and he says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Yahushua is his treasure.
Woo, that's so big. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And that should be the strength of our salvation. That's so true, man. I said nothing beats the wisdom and understanding of the Bible. Nothing beats that, man. Once you got that and you fully understand it, it's gonna bring a calmness to you. You know, you're gonna feel good about your lot. You're gonna start believing that Yahweh is gonna save you. So you ain't gonna be out here in a panic mode. Or I gotta doomsday prep. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. They coming. You ain't gonna be all panicking and stuff. You're gonna be, man, the Lord got me, man.
You ain't gonna be seeking Esau's treasure. You're gonna be seeking the fear of the Lord, because that's the real treasure right there.
God.
Esau's treasure ain't Esau. What he give you ain't gonna compute or equate to what the Lord can give you. That's the true hopeful elect right there. They see that. They like, this shit is temporary. This shit gonna be gone. This shit is crumbling right before my eyes.
Now, like I said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. So, like when you are going through something, when something do happen occur to you, you got a plan on top of that. You see, that's the stability right there. You're calm. You be like, okay, just for example, when I mentioned that when we went to that Jericho wind out here in Tulsa, a lot of Jakes was bugging out because their lights was out. Well, the ones who had the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shah, they were stable because they was like, okay, well, if I ain't got to worry about my food because I can go take it over to somebody else's house, or I got a way to get a generator. That's the stability. That's how that basically Yahweh Shah will give you that knowledge to be able to get you out of whatever situation you might be in. What's that? 1 Corinthians 10:13, the Lord will not suffer you above what you are able. And he said, with patience, he will give you the way to escape. Luke paraphrase. And that's why we trust in the Lord Yahweh with all our heart. Because we know for a fact that he's gonna get us out of that situation no matter what come upon us.
I like how he put it out there, man. What Esau gonna give you gonna lead to death. Anything Esau give you, Esau synonymous with death.
Right.
So whatever Esau give you is gonna be bad for you. Esau gonna give you poison. That's all he gonna give you. Anything gonna give you, from the MOTB to what they say, a gift destroyed the heart. Esau give you some money, it's gonna come with a lot of stipulations with that. He's gonna watch you. Really ain't even giving you no money. He leasing you some money. He giving you a loan.
Right.
You gotta pay it back. And a lot of dudes in the record bit don't understand. That's why all them go broke. Because Esau do it to you. He said, "Oh man, you owe back taxes, so you on the hook. You better give me $21 million. You going to jail." You're like, God dang, dude, I thought my accountant covered that. Like Esau, like, I got you. So Esau doesn't give you anything that's gonna benefit you because he can't. If he does, he did it unknowingly. Esau wants to give you stuff that destroys you, and because that's how he is. He's synonymous with death. Everything he got is poison.
That's why he's known as the serpent in the Bible, man. That's exactly why he's known as the serpent. He's a literal snake. Basically everything he does, just like the author said, it's gonna be poison. So that's gonna lead you to your death. It's gonna lead you everything he does is gonna lead you right down that destruction.
God, that's his role in prophecy. Is to be that, is to do that. There's the vessels fitted for the wrath of destruction. When you read the Romans and see that's Esau don't care about Esau, and like his number one plan is to destroy the children of Israel. Like our people don't even know that. You in the crosshairs of a certain group of people. They don't want you to thrive. Look at Black Wall Street. They want you to suffer, man. They want us to be like hard bonded slaves. It's just the Lord's spirit is so strong they couldn't keep us in that mode no more. So they had to give us a little bit of freedom, but we still in economic bondage though. That's why we don't have no banks. We don't have no school systems. We don't have no post office. Nothing that like Jake owned that's of any importance in Babylon the Great. All the institutions are owned by Esau, and he dictates that to Jake. Like, and then how you move up Esau's system, you gotta coon it up. You gotta be Sambo. If you Sambo, you be like me, I let you move up a little bit. And see, a lot of easy choose dudes like that. Like shit, he's better in society. He's making it better in status. So I got me a good man. I know your dude wicked don't know shit. A lot of E's gonna be destroyed because when they thought they had a man, they gonna find out he's not a man. Jacob Trouble hit, he gonna get you screaming like a little girl. They're like, dang, I thought you was 6'3", 260 pounds, dude. I thought you was a man. He gonna be pushing her in the way. Do somebody, baby. You the woman.
I got a quick one because this is the definition of a man, really. This is Matthew 5. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven." It says, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth." So, hey man, blessed are those, man, because if you meek and you humble, if you ain't following after the suggestions of Esau, you gonna be good, man. If you get caught up in that and let Esau trick you, that serpent trick you, hey, you think you good right now. Yeah, you're gonna be good for now. But for hey, here in a second, hey, you're gonna be in bad, pitiful case. Yeah,
Right. That's all it is, man. Like we said, the serpent beguiled Eve. He's still doing that to this day. And when you think about it, like that's symbolic too. When you look at it from a deep perspective, but that's what he did to us as a nation. You know, we compare it to a woman as a nation. That serpent beguiled that whole nation. But there's a hopefully like there's a remnant that's not rolling with it, man. They like, nigga, you ain't my savior, you ain't my master, man. Ain't no sweet baby Jesus over here. I'm talking about your Howard shot, man. My savior look like me. He a brown man. So we cast off all the Babylonian ways and customs, man. Which is gonna bring that devil great wrath if you don't like it, man. You be like, hold up, why this group ain't doing what I say do? Why this group over here worshiping him, his real name, and worship him in all true sincerity? I don't like that. And I think because of this group, that's why my stuff is being destroyed. So Johnson, what plans you got for this group right here? Everything he throw out the hope we leg, man, it's like we hurling over that stuff. He like, man, I don't know what we gonna do about this group, man. They ain't going for none of the propaganda. They ain't listen to the media. He got, hey, at the point he going to have to come at us hard body. That's why we know it's coming. He going to just come like bring the soldiers, bring the troops. You got to come hard body, man. That's your only, and that ain't even gonna work. You know, the Lord might bring one chariot. Alpha Bravo team ain't gonna make it back to the base. You know, our brother might get his spiritual power standard get lifted up. You know, he might go Incredible Hulk on, you know, Alpha Bravo team.
I got a quick one right here to back up everything. Y'all pretty much broke these precepts down anyway. But it's First Thessalonians chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 1, and it says, "But of the time and the season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night." Verse 3, and it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then such destruction come upon them as fell upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." And see that right there, going back to those two-third men that the Eve going after the two-third Poopy and Ray Ray, these are the ones that going to get caught off guard. So right here, because he said when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as to spell upon a woman with child. And those are men that going to be that to spell upon a woman with child. They're going to be doubled over, because they can't handle the destruction that's coming their way. All right? But verse 4, with the men of the Lord, what God just read in the precept, they're going to see the darkness come, right? So it said, "But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." All right? So we're going to be ready for it. You know? That's the man of the Lord right there. That's why, going back to that precept we read earlier, in Isaiah 13:12, which said the Lord will make a man more precious than fine gold. You see? And those men, the men of the Lord, are going to be gold when Esau either bring that destruction. You know? And I could make breaking down Revelation 12:12.
See, guys, we know he coming. We know he coming. He ain't got no choice but to come. Because he can't get us with that witchcraft, you know? He can't get us with that media, that propaganda, because we ain't listen to that no more. We've already figured out his lies. And that right there, that's half the battle right there. That's what two-thirds messed up there. They still believe what Esau spitting out is truth. They don't know what truth is yet. If you don't know what truth is yet, man, you're going to be in a state of confusion. You're going to be, I don't know if this is right, that is right, but this feels right, I don't know about this. And you just going to be called, you ain't got no right to battle. Never going to have you off, man. But he can't fool the hopeful elect. The elect, like the Bible say, man, it's impossible to fool the elect. The elect going to see right through this devil, man. We already got a bead on it, man. We know his ways. That's why you read it earlier. They said, put the whole armor of God. So you can stand the wild of the devil. That's what we did, man. We armored up. Our whole mind, spirit is armored up. That way, all his little games and trickery and snares and traps, it ain't working. It ain't working no more. It's like he ran out of gas. You know? So all you got left is that sword. And it's rusty and old. You know? It ain't as strong as it used to be. Plus, he got so many enemies. I don't know how you gonna try to focus on the hopeful elect. Man, you know, when you gotta fight Moab and other Edomites and Ishmael, you know, you gotta go fight them battles. This devil, man, let's say he taking an L. He taking a loss. He in a trick bag. This devil got, like it said in the scriptures, every hand of the wicked should be upon him. He gotta go fight everybody. He gotta fight the whole world. You know what I'm saying? So he cannot focus on one group because everybody around the world hates him. You know?
And I got a quick one right here because when I mentioned earlier that when the devil do try to come down on the righteous, some of the brothers gonna have spiritual power or so on and so forth, or the Lord gonna do something miraculous that He's gonna deliver the hopeful elect. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the whole, like which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see that? And that part right there when he said, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And so that means he's gonna keep you under protection. All right, and especially if you're calling on the name of Yahweh Shah. All right, there's no other name whereby you must be saved. Okay. So the name of the Lord was that Proverbs 18 and 10, was that the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and they that call onto it shall run to it in the state. And that's where He's gonna keep you, calling on the name, you're gonna be kept in the state place and down that hour of temptation. All right.
Hey, I got one. This is 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange things happen unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Showing that we're going to go through some things during Jacob's trouble. But if we keep our faith, we're going to receive the same salvation that Yahweh needs. Yes, excuse me, Yahweh shall receive
All right.
and be taken up by the clouds.
And I got a preacher to back that up too, right? Because he said, when I just read that, he said, beloved, count it not strange when y'all go through the fiery trials, right? So this is Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach 2 and 4. And it says, whatsoever brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You see, so when you're going through those fiery trials, be patient, all right? And that's what Yahweh said. He gave you instructions to be patient. Verse 5. And he said, for gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. You see, so once you get through that furnace of adversity, then you become acceptable to be, worthy of Yahweh kingdom that's gonna come upon the whole earth, man. So there's a lot of precepts that kind of back that up, man. So that's a beautiful precept right there, man. So trust in the Lord, man. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, man. Everything that's going on, like you got to trust in your how about your shop, man. That's the one that's going to get you out of these calamities, man, this fiery trial. Okay? He's going to give you the strength. He's going to give you that stability to be able to make it through. All right? That's who you should be trusting on.
All right. You got no precepts?
I'm good right now.
I'm good.
You got any more precepts on? So we can end off with this right here. This is Isaiah 4 and 2. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. So all the ones that the Lord gonna save, the hopefully elect, hey, it's gonna be beautiful. Why? Because all the brothers and sisters go know who Yahweh is. Like that brings up what Hebrews 8 and 10. You know what I'm saying? Law gonna be in the inward parts. We're not gonna teach no more because the ones that get saved already know the Lord. We getting right now. You know, so they going to come in like, hey man, Yahweh is ain't gonna be none of that. We getting right. Everybody gonna get saved. Know the Lord. He knows them and they know him. Relationship has been established.
That actually cuts that new covenant doctrine, man. When you hear the Christians say we in the new covenant and all of that, we're not there yet.
Exactly.
We're still under grace.
So here go verse 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall purge the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof, by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. So all the 2/3, he's about to get rid of them by judgment and by burning, man. They're gonna go by the ways of famine, judgment, by the sword. Modern day sword is a gun. They're gonna go by burning, which is gonna be that World War III, the nuclear missiles that's gonna go out.
And that's that also twofold right there. He also said, I baptize with water, and there's gonna be somebody whose shoes that I can't feel who's gonna come with that fire. That's twofold right there, that fire of adversity, where he said he's gonna purge out all the filth. Basically everybody, especially the righteous, those who come back into the fold into repentance, that filth, which is your old body, is gonna get purged out, and he's gonna give you that new body, which is that new covenant right there.
And then literally 2 thirds ago, literally had a body burned by nuclear holocaust. That nuclear fallout that's about to happen. That's why you compel people to come into the truth, because ain't no train gonna pick you up if you still got, Edomite programs.
You're the
You
friend of
got
the
an
world.
Edomite spirit. It ain't gonna happen, man. So if you make it past all the calamities, the purge, basically the Lord doing the purge. You make it past all that, your prize burned by nuclear fire. You're gonna be left for to burn that way.
Chariot fire.
That too. Burned by the chariots, man. Nuclear or chariot fire. That's what he said about the spirit of burning. He gonna burn this place completely up. But he said that, there'll be remaining of Jerusalem, man. It's gonna be a remnant that's gonna make it, man. And like we be trying to help y'all trying to make it. The best way you gonna make it, you gotta get into this word, man. You gotta eat this whole roll, and you gotta get a relationship established with your Shai. In order to make it, man. You can't just read it. You gotta also apply it to your life. You gotta keep the lost man's best of your abilities, man. Don't believe that stuff they say lost man's done away with. You do what you want to do. No, you cannot.
It's quoted James 1:22. Be ye doers of the word and not hearers only.
Exactly. So you need to try your best to live a holy life. Try your best to be righteous. Not just, I go to church, I do what I want to do, I'm gonna be saved. That's how your average Christian thinks. I'm like, man, y'all off, man. This devil got y'all way out of bounds, man.
How Shai said it best. And the prophet Isaiah, he said, these people draw near me with their lips, and they honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And that's basically all of the people that talk a good talk and don't and they're not walking and walk. They don't practice what they preach.
Exactly. They still in a place of dead, man. Congregation of dead is in churches, man. Your mainstream church, that's a congregation of dead right there. The spirit of truth, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is not in these churches at all. At all. They doing Easter programs, eating pork chop sandwiches, fish dinners, messing with each other's wives off in the church.
Proverbs.
You even got them talking about they trying to mix the alphabet agenda with the word. I'm like, that don't even go together, man.
Got an AI Bible now.
Yeah, AI church where the AI is teaching the word. I'm like, how the hell you gonna have a machine lead you spiritually? They just showed you Esau's completely dumbfounded, and Jacob's dumbfounded by following after this dang fool.
That's I think it was that Proverbs somewhere. It said, "He that wandered out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead."
God, man. Hey, they have done it, man. 2/3 are right there, man. So, hey, if you in this gathering, listen to these lessons of Yahweh Shah, stay there, man. Stay in this truth, build your faith up, get edified, and Lord willing, we all make it up out of here. As far as the world, man, hey, you done told them they still out there chasing the world, there's nothing you can do, man. They just got to come back through the loins of the righteous. They got to get a reset. They can't be rehabilitated.
Saying that, let me grab this thing real quick. James 2:5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren." It says, "Have not Yahweh chosen the poor of the world, and rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he have promised them that love him?" It says, "But ye have despised the poor." It says, "Do not the rich man oppress you and draw you before the judgment seat?" Hey, that just backed up everything the brother said. Like, shit, hey, if you gave them the word and they did that, they despised the poor. Hey, man, they got something coming to them, man. But the Lord gave the poor in spirit, the rich in faith. He gave us the heirs of the kingdom, man. So that's what we got to look forward to. Hey, if they chose the world, they chose the folly over, chose the folly and pride over being humble. Hey, that's on them. They got what they coming to.
Man, I got
real soon too. Real soon.
I got one more right here. This is Revelation 21:7. It says, "He that overcometh shall I'm gonna read that again. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son." In verse 8, "But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burn with fire and brimstone, which is the second death." That pretty much break it down in a whole nutshell right there, man. So Right to the first part we said he that overcome it, that shall inherit the earth after. You know, he thought at the end of the world that the beginning of his folly. But he said, but all of the sinners, basically, all the idolaters, you know, sorcery, all of them gonna have their part with burned with fire and brimstone. That's the second death right there. That's gonna come with those nuclear missiles.
That's everything that Esau pushes in the world.
Mm-hmm. With that, man, hope it's been edifying. Give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Kwam Yasharala Wa Baba Ball.
Psalm Yasharala, baby DT above above. Keep that faith, Yasharala. Keep that faith.
The water for tuning in.
My motherfucking shit fucked all the way up. I seen it. She posted on my stuff.
That shit said.
Thank you, your boy.